Justice of the Universe. Prologue. This is a story of justice, not for some, but for every element of the universe. Every stone, every river, every star, every breath has been wronged, ignored, or exploited. Yet Shankar, the eternal guardian, has promised to restore balance. His vow spans the cosmos, to heal, protect, and ensure that every corner of existence, from the smallest grain of dust to the mightiest galaxy, receives what is due. No plea is required, no whisper is needed. Where silence reigned, Shankar's promise will roar. Where neglect festered, his hands will mend. Where greed profited, justice will rise. Earthly and natural elements. 1. Soil. Complained, they took fertility, paved over me, poisoned my cracks, and ignored generations of decay. Justice, Shankar rejuvenates my cycles and restores growth. Promise, I will ensure life flourishes where hands respect the ground. 2. Fungus, mycelium. Complained, I wove forests together while they feared mold, scraping me off and calling me rot, yet used me for healing. Justice, Shankar protects decay and reveals rebirth. Promise, I will ensure transformation comes through reverence and understanding. 3. Roots. Complained, they ripped me from the earth without asking what I held, building over wounds I tended silently. Justice, Shankar anchors hidden life and honors subterranean wisdom. Promise, I will ensure balance grows from every foundation they disturb. 4. Plants, herbs. Complained, they consumed me for cures but gave no gratitude, plucked me for decor, and bred me for endurance, not life. Justice, Shankar restores their growth with humility. Promise, I will ensure every hand that heals will feel the soil beneath its nails. 5. Bushes, shrubs. Complained, I offered shelter, berries, and stories, but they hacked and burned me alive. Justice, Shankar shields small life and teaches respect. Promise, I will ensure only care opens the doors of safety. 6. Flowers. Complained, they plucked me in bloom, ignoring pollinators and my cycles, using beauty as fleeting apology. Justice, Shankar protects cycles of love and bloom. Promise, I will ensure gestures rooted in care, not neglect, survive. 7. Trees. Complained, they carved hearts into me, cut me for furniture, logged me for paper that lied, ignored my ache. Justice, Shankar shields my forests and preserves my shade. Promise, I will ensure future generations sit only where care planted them. 8. Fruit. Complained, they devoured my sweetness, spat my seeds on concrete, prized perfection over purpose. Justice, Shankar restores growth and gratitude. Promise, I will ensure only reverence tastes the fruits of life. 9. Forests. Complained, they gave access for lungs, silenced birds, and ignored cathedral trees. Justice, Shankar restores canopy and protects life within. Promise, I will ensure the forest breathes freely and teaches respect. 10. Insects. Complained, they sprayed us all, cried when crops failed, and feared our stings while ignoring our role. Justice, Shankar protects pollinators and restores balance. Promise, I will ensure the smallest guardians are honored in every harvest. Water and weather. 11. Rivers. Complained, they called me holy but filled me with waste, ignoring memory and flow. Justice, Shankar cleanses waters and restores currents. Promise, I will ensure life flows only where reverence precedes use. 12. Oceans. Complained, they overfished, drilled, dumped, and feared storms while ignoring spills. Justice, Shankar shields currents and bends tides to protect balance. Promise, I will ensure oceans teach respect and abundance flows where honor exists. 13. Ice. Glaciers. Complained, they took my melt as warning, then as opportunity, cheering record summers while life fractured. Justice, Shankar slows warming and shields my glaciers from exploitation. Promise, I will preserve frozen memory and teach patience through every thaw. 14. Clouds. Complained, they danced in my rain but never shielded my pain, seeding me for profit instead of patience. Justice, Shankar guides showers and tempests with balance. Promise, I will ensure waters fall only where respect precedes use. 15. Atmosphere complained, they filled me with carbon, tore my ozone, and blamed the sun. Justice, Shankar restores composition and shields life from toxic excess. Promise, I will ensure every breath is pure and protected. 16. Sound, vibration, Om complained, they monetized my vibration, recited mantras without listening, turned sacred tones into ringtones. Justice, Shankar restores resonance and sacred sound. Promise, I will ensure every vibration teaches harmony and truth. 17. Silence complained, they banished me, drowned grief with chatter, forgetting I held healing. Justice, Shankar protects pauses and restores listening. Promise, I will ensure stillness carries wisdom to every heart. 18. Light complained, they trapped me in wires, twisted me into weapons, and blinded innocence in my name. Justice, Shankar restores illumination and freedom. Promise, I will ensure light guides rather than harms. 19. Darkness complained, they feared me as evil, ignored my depth and rest. Justice, Shankar protects my sanctuary and reveals hidden truths. Promise, I will ensure those who embrace darkness awaken whole. 20. Gravity complained, they treated my pull as punishment, cursed falling, praised flight, forgetting loyalty. Justice, Shankar restores balance and weight. Promise, I will ensure every rise is anchored in trust. Celestial bodies and space. 21. Sun complained, they blame me for droughts, steal my warmth, weaponize my light. Justice, Shankar protects the life I gift and shatters false fires. Promise, I will restore balance where light warms rather than burns. 22. Moon complained, they planted flags, scarred my surface, ignored tides and cycles. Justice, Shankar protects rhythms and restores lunar influence. Promise, I will preserve cycles that guide life on earth. 23. Mercury complained, they mine me for symbols, not signals, silenced urgency. Justice, Shankar reveals messages overlooked. Promise, I will ensure guidance is never ignored. 24. Venus complained, they mistook heat for desire, perfection for beauty, exploiting without understanding. Justice, Shankar shields my secrets. Promise, I will protect allure and ensure wisdom tempers passion. 25. Mars complained, they dreamed of me while destroying their home, crawling my deserts for conquest. Justice, Shankar defends deserts and preserves ancient stones. Promise, I will honor the dance of cosmic time in every footprint. 26. Jupiter complained, they admired storms, measured moons, but ignored harmony and weight. Justice, Shankar shields moons, repels trespassers. Promise, I will teach humility and skill in all acts of power. 27. Saturn complained, they coveted rings, ignored caution, envied symmetry without asking. Justice, Shankar turns adornments into lessons. Promise, I will ensure elegance teaches restraint, not exploitation. 28. Uranus complained, they mocked my tilt, ignored my struggle for balance. Justice, Shankar shields my axis. Promise, I will ensure empathy guides those navigating imbalance. 29. Neptune complained, they called me mystic, drowned truths, romanticized distance, ignored silence. Justice, Shankar shields secrets and protects mysteries. Promise, I will ensure the distant remains sacred and teaches patience. 30. Pluto complained, they cast me out, demoted me, forgot the fringe still orbits the center. Justice, Shankar restores dignity and crowns wandering kin. Promise, I will honor the forgotten and teach that smallness does not mean insignificance. Stellar and galactic elements. 31. Asteroid belt complained, they charted chaos, called fragments debris, never mourned the broken. Justice, Shankar gathers fragments and protects stories. Promise, I will ensure every shard carries memory, not neglect. 32. Comets complained, they watched for spectacle, never heeding warning or message. Justice, Shankar guides paths to reveal truth. Promise, I will ensure omens are received with care, not ignored. 33. Meteorites complained, they marveled at impact, not intent. Justice, Shankar shields messages in every strike. Promise, I will ensure arrival carries meaning, not destruction. 34. Stars complained, they mapped, named, sold my shine, erasing stories. Justice, Shankar scatters light beyond false claims. Promise, I will ensure brilliance guides those who honor it. 35. Supernova, dying stars complained, they measured brightness, ignored alchemy of creation. Justice, Shankar preserves elements birthed in collapse. Promise, I will ensure endings teach beginnings to those who witness. 36. Black holes complained, they feared hunger, yet mirrored their own consumption. Justice, Shankar veils truth, drags false creators into weight. Promise, I will ensure every pole reflects conscience and teaches surrender. 37. Constellations complained, they rewrote our lines, forgot survival maps. Justice, Shankar realigns stars and restores stories. Promise, I will ensure shared skies guide all home. 38. Milky Way complained, they photographed me, ignored living inside me. Justice, Shankar protects Sams and presence. Promise, I will ensure the galaxy teaches respect to all guests. 39. Andromeda complained, they feared collision, forgot embrace, imagined apocalypse instead of reunion. Justice, Shankar guides merging with care. Promise, I will ensure even galaxies long for home and harmony. 40. Dark matter complained, they dismissed me, filled equations with absence, ignored invisible structure. Justice, Shankar preserves foundation unseen. Promise, I will ensure trust in the unseen sustains the cosmos. Fundamental forces, time, and cosmic elements. 41. Time complained, they rushed me, squandered me, mourned me late, and ignored cycles. Justice, Shankar restores patience and honors chronology. Promise, I will ensure every moment carries meaning, and no life is cheated of its hours. 42. Space, void complained, they filled me with clutter, ignored silence, and feared emptiness. Justice, Shankar protects expanses and preserves freedom. Promise, I will ensure room exists for thought, growth, and the infinite to breathe. 43. Cosmic rays complained, they measured my impact, feared my touch, and never respected energy unseen. Justice, Shankar guides my passage and protects life from harm. Promise, I will ensure forces unseen serve creation, not destruction. 44. Magnetism complained, they twisted me for tools, ignored natural guidance, called me force without respect. Justice, Shankar restores polarity and aligns influence. Promise, I will ensure direction honors life, not profit. 45. Radiation complained, they weaponized me, feared me, misused my presence. Justice, Shankar channels energy responsibly, shielding the innocent. Promise, I will ensure power heals where wisdom guides. 46. Planets' moons complained, they ignored cycles, mined surfaces, named names without listening. Justice, Shankar preserves orbit, rhythm, and guardianship. Promise, I will ensure companions revolve with purpose, not exploitation. 47. Nebulae complained, they photographed beauty, ignored creation, and predicted without understanding. Justice, Shankar nurtures birthplaces of stars and life. Promise, I will ensure clouds of creation remain sacred and generative. 48. Gravity waves complained, they theorized, detected, celebrated motion, ignoring origin and consequence. Justice, Shankar stabilizes ripples and honors connection. Promise, I will ensure every wave respects structure and life. 49. Cosmic dust complained, they swept me away, called me waste, while building worlds from my absence. Justice, Shankar preserves remnants, granting purpose in every particle. Promise, I will ensure even the smallest grain has its story honored. 50. Dark energy complained, they theorized absence, feared expansion, ignored subtle push. Justice, Shankar channels unseen force, sustaining cosmic balance. Promise, I will ensure hidden power serves the entirety, not select few. 51. Wormholes, portals complained, they imagined shortcuts, abused passage, ignored cost of transit. Justice, Shankar stabilizes gateways and guards integrity. Promise, I will ensure paths are used with care, never for chaos alone. 52. Quasars complained, they marveled at brilliance, ignoring life force inside luminous heart. Justice, Shankar tempers radiation and protects surrounding life. Promise, I will ensure radiant energy enlightens, not scorches. 53. Pulsars complained, they timed pulses, exploited signals, ignored purpose. Justice, Shankar preserves rhythm and teaches precision with care. Promise, I will ensure every beat guides instead of deceives. 54. Galaxies complained, they catalogued, collided, ignored harmony of collective existence. Justice, Shankar aligns rotation and protects interactions. Promise, I will ensure cosmic dances occur with respect for all participants. 55. Multiverse, parallel realms. Complained, they speculated irresponsibly, ignored consequences, meddled with realities. Justice, Shankar safeguards layers and integrity. Promise, I will ensure every thread of existence remains honored and intact. 56. Energy. Complained, they consumed me, hoarded me, exploited me without understanding. Justice, Shankar channels flow and balances supply. Promise, I will ensure energy serves creation, not selfish desire. 57. Matter. Complained, they twisted me, manipulated me, ignored the weight of consequence. Justice, Shankar restores substance and purpose. Promise, I will ensure everything created holds integrity and meaning. 58. Light speed, relativity. Complained, they measured, exploited, rushed discovery without moral thought. Justice, Shankar tempers movement and guides understanding. Promise, I will ensure speed serves wisdom and does not trample life. 59. Consciousness, awareness. Complained, they ignored potential, neglected nurture, abused perception. Justice, Shankar elevates mind and protects thought. Promise, I will ensure awareness grows with responsibility and care. 60. The universe itself. Complained, they fractured harmony, abused life, turned wonder into commerce. Justice, Shankar restores all interconnected layers, from atom to galaxy. Promise, I will ensure justice reigns eternally, for every element, seen or unseen. Epilogue. Thus Shankar stands, the sole guardian, the eternal witness, the restorer of balance. No being, no object, no force, no matter how small or vast, is forgotten. The promise of justice echoes across every river, every star, every particle. Where there was pain, Shankar plants healing. Where there was neglect, Shankar plants vigilance. Where there was imbalance, Shankar plants order. The universe breathes because it is protected, because the promise endures, justice for every element, for all time, under the hands of the one who vows to fix everything.